welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope this video finds you doing amazing. Today we're going to use another one of my, well, another two actually, of my new molds. I'm going to put this together for my granddaughter for her birthday, hopefully. This comes with a bow, but that's not what I'm going to put on top of it. Let's put that off to the side. I'm going to do something a little pretty much the same as the last video that we did, but with different molds, so we can see how I want to see how this the Kisrael ceramic resin holds up when it comes to the fine detail in some of these molds. You'll see with the one that I'm going to place on the top of it that it has that very thin, fine, like filigree style work, and it's pretty raised up, so it's going to be a really thin piece. So I want to see how well, because usually when it comes to the ceramic resin, the odds of getting those thin, fine pieces to actually come out of the mold are pretty slim to none. I mean, you can do it with epoxy as long as you let it sit for several days, because it being so thin, you really got to let it get a good hard cure, otherwise you're just going to stretch it off. But yeah, her favorite color is purple. I have this purple, I don't know, I think it's actually powder for silicone, which would explain a lot about the consistency of it. You'll see what I mean when it flings everywhere and I gotta wipe it up. It's extremely pearlized compared to, like, mica powders are pearlized usually. But this one just seems like really, really pearlized. Like, overly pearlized. I flicked some up on my chest without realizing it, and, well, the girls were purple for a while. It's okay. They'll be fine. But yeah, I'm going to mix this with some alcohol, because it's really the only way to break down the powder. And you can do this with pigments. Most pigments, you can break them down in alcohol, which is what I think I'm going to try with those new pigments that got that oily effect when I put it in there. Yeah. But we're going to get this ceramic resin mixed up. I know some of you guys call it Eco Pour. A lot of people call it casting powder, but some of us call it ceramic resin. I call it casting powder and ceramic resin because Eco Pour is an actual brand. But yeah, I mean, this stuff is genuinely really not any safer than epoxy if you really read into it. Really, why it's an eco is not because of safety, it's because of how fast it will break down in a landfill. Other than that, it's still pretty toxic. But hey, we can use it without messing up our skin, without gloves, so I'm all for not letting my hands sweat in gloves. But hey, yeah, we're going to get this mixed up, and we're going to work on getting our colors in there, and yeah, trying to get caught up for having to do my videos back to back without having like any relaxation between them. Which is why we have another casting resin video, because I would never have had time to have an epoxy cure happen for back to back, because I slacked off on Monday after Mother's Day. I'm not gonna lie, I really slacked off, but I'm getting caught back up, and we're gonna do this. But okay, so get this nice and poured in here, and I keep thinning it too much and thickening it too much and thin it. I know you're supposed to weigh this stuff, but I do know that the best consistency for pretty much all of these Eco Pours across Eco Pours. Oh, I said that word. But pretty much the consistency that you want is that when you draw it up on the side of the cup, it's still milky, like it's still liquidy, but it's thick like a buttermilk, like the way buttermilk would stick and the way it would run down the side of the cup, like that consistency. Like a thin syrup, I guess you could call it. For those of you who don't know how buttermilk acts. I only know because I saw my dad drink it. Ugh. But, okay. And I'm trying so hard to keep my mat clean. I know some people just do not do well with watching the scattered brain messiness of people when they're doing this stuff. So I'm really trying to do it, but y'all know me. I'm messy. I'm messy. And I can't help it. I don't mean to be messy. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our purple. Get it mixed in. Hopefully hopefully it's not going to eat it. But if it does, we have a cure for it if it eats it. Get it all stirred in. Now, I've noticed with the Kisserel, probably more so than the other brands I've used, it really doesn't want to, color don't want to sink into it. Does that make sense? When you're mixing it, it's a struggle. I mean, you'll watch me. I keep flicking it out from holding onto the cup because I'm really trying to get a good stir in there. I need to get my little mini whisks that I bought for this out for this. Boy, I stuttered that one, didn't I? My apologies. But I need to get the little mini whisks that I bought for doing this out. I've been trying to organize my crafting station, and let me tell you, the more I organize it, the worse it looks. Oh, I'm really just trying to figure out where in the heck am I going to put all of these new molds. I think I'm going to go through my molds, and some of the ones that I used, a year ago that I'm just not going to use again, I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know if I'm going to cut them up and use them for filler for when I make silicone molds, because you can do that with them. I know if they're worth anything, then I will, put them in a box, and maybe we'll do, a used resin mold giveaway. Actually, I have a lot that are brand new that I bought and went, oh, that's so cool. And then when I got it, I went, I don't know what I'm ever going to do with it. And I stuffed it in a drawer, and it's just been there ever since. So we'll see. But okay. We added some alcohol inks from Pixis. I just want that right shade of purple that she loves. And hopefully I can get it. Hopefully I can achieve it. But yeah, like I said, the Pixis alcohol inks, they will definitely help it. And yep, there I go. Just everywhere. And it seemed like every time I wiped it up, I just had to put more there. So I'd wipe it up and had to put more. And it became a never-ending struggle for a bit there, y'all. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pour this, and we'll see how much this mold takes. Now, like I said, these cups say they're 8 ounces. Not buying it. That's a very small 8-ounce cup. They were supposed to be 10-ounce cups. That's what they were advertised as, which is why I bought them. But they're somewhere between 8 and 6 ounces. But we'll call it 8 because that's what the markings on the side say. And they're Pixis brand cups. But it was almost so close, you guys. So close, almost enough to finish it out. And I was just a little bit off. Just a little tiny bit off. That's so sad. But it's okay. I'm going to mix up a little tiny bit more, and we're going to finish filling that. I don't care if it's a different shade of purple. It's still going to be purple. She's not going to pay attention. And really, if she didn't ask me about it, I'd tell her Grandma had to mix 2 batches. I don't think she'll be mad. But we're going to get that mixed up, and we're going to get it poured. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I believe there's a collaboration coming up next month for Like Me off the top of my head. Brain bubble here. I can't think of what it is now. Usually we have it on June 14th, but I believe Claire's got a collaboration coming up, and that's the date she's doing hers. So I believe we're doing it further in. I guess usually we do the Christmas in July, but nobody's really looking for Christmas in July, as Tracy said. So we've chosen something else. And I will let you know what that is. Because for the life of me, my brain just, it doesn't care and it won't tell me right now. Oh, goodness me. My. My deepest apologies. But yeah, we do have a collab coming up next month. So there'll be that. I'm thinking about getting in on some of the Froggy Friday collabs. One of my viewers, for the life of me, I can't remember. I want to say that her name is, oh gosh. Oh, my brain. What is wrong with it? Yeah. It's not Matters of the Heart. Oh my goodness. Honey, I am so sorry. My brain is just blank right now. My thinker is not thinking. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to get in on some of the collabs that they do. They have a Turtley Tuesday, which is great. I got an adorable turtle, couple of turtle molds I can use for that. Then we have Froggy Friday, I think I'll get in on because, oh my goodness, I have Julie's giant frog. And yeah, please let me use that. Please give me an excuse, any excuse. I don't mind. But I gotta get this channel growing. There's no way I can sit here stagnant at 735 subscribers. That is my bad because I did take a lot of time off because I was deathly ill for a little over 2 months. And there was just no getting out of bed to go work at the workstation. It just was not happening. On the bright side, I quit smoking. That's how bad sick I was. So, I mean, something good did come out of it. I almost didn't. But I know that affected the channel a lot. And it's been, then when my son had to have his brain surgery last summer, I had to take time off then. So I know that affected the channel. And I am trying to get caught back up. I'm trying to be more consistent. Bear with me. I'm trying to put out at least 3 videos a week. I'm going to try to get out more if possible, but I'm trying to commit to at least Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays to get content out for y'all. And those of you who have stuck around, I greatly appreciate it. But we're going to use the chrome powders, and I have a holographic one. Then I have the purple. And we're going to grab a green here in a little bit. Because this is Cinderella's coach. And it has the vines on the coach. So I want to do the vines in the green and the little top piece because it's like the stem. And now what I didn't know is I thought, and it's really my own brain because I probably should have watched more people use chrome powders before I started messing with them. I thought they would work like a chameleon powder where the very first color you lay down, even if you get another color on it, that's the color you're going to see is the first one that went down. Not the case with chrome powder. Absolutely not the case with the chrome powder. You'll see in the finished product where you'll see I have a nice beautiful base layer of this purple down. And you will see where somehow when I put the chrome managed to go under the purple, which is really weird. I'm not 100% sure how it managed to do that, but it did. It did, you'll see. And, yeah, I don't know. I did get some of that purple down into the little vine that's on the pumpkin there. And I do have these little, I don't know, what are they, fine tip Q-tips? They're just a toothpick with just a little bit of with just enough cotton on it that it's not going to scratch the mold if I go in there. And like this mold, I really don't know if I'd care if it scratched, honestly. This mold made me mad. It wasn't the mold, honestly. It was probably user error with the chrome powders. I probably did something wrong. But yeah. Get some of this cleaned out of here. I'm not going to make you guys sit through it all. But we're going to get it cleaned out of here, and because it's pretty bad. I got it down in there really good, and it seemed like the more I tried to clean it, the more it got down in there. I don't know. My brain didn't brain very well with it. It's tedious work. And I did learn a valuable lesson. That's when you're wiping it off of around an edge. Don't go back and forth. Go in one smooth movement. Turn the swab. Go in the same direction in a smooth movement. Otherwise, you just kind of keep transferring it back and forth, back and forth. I probably could have made this project a lot shorter if I didn't know that at the time. And I wanted to get the purple out of, down at the bottom, it looks like where, like where the pumpkin would have sat in the greens on the ground, and it's still kind of on the pumpkin right there. But I wanted to get that cleaned out because I didn't want that purple too. I wanted it different. And now, in hindsight, I'm trying to figure out why the green didn't go under the purple, when the green is actually what touched the purple. But the chrome that didn't touch but the holographic that didn't touch the purple, per se, is what I'm confused. I have very little alcohol left in this bottle. We're just going to dump a little on here so I can wet these Q-tips. I don't know. Now that I think about it, it just crossed my mind. It's like, wait a minute. Green went on before the holographic, but the holographic is the one that managed to get under the purple. I don't know what my metallics were doing in there, but they were doing some sort of fancy little dance, apparently. I'm pretty sure I sounded every bit as confused as I just looked when that dawned on me. But yeah, I'm going to get this cleaned up the best I can here. And there we go. I had to get that. I hate those little foam papers they put in there. It's such a pain in the butt. I got one here that I haven't opened either. I am considering the Let's Resin's chrome powders for one reason. They have a light blue I'd love to get my hands on. They do. Maybe I'll just look around and see if I can find a light blue chrome powder from another brand somewhere. I mean, even if it's a good sized jar, I'm okay with that. But I do want that, not so much just the light blue, but I really want that baby blue. You know what I'm saying? I think I actually have a chameleon that's a baby blue like that. I'll have to look. Brain fart, I apologize. I'm planning my next video, apparently. Oh, ADD is no fun. But here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get it down, shoved down in those cracks. And this is where I'm thinking to myself, please let chrome powder be like chameleon powder. I would have thought it was better than chameleon powder, but apparently I'm wrong. Hindsight is 2020. Goodness me. Looking at it on that angle, it almost looks like maybe no, there's no way I got the purple off, because I wrote that really good before I poured that in. We'll have to look in a minute. I'm just blowing it out off to the side. I apologize for being off camera. Oh, it kind of does look like maybe I wiped the purple off and didn't notice it. Hey, I think I found the problem. I don't think it snuck up under the purple. This wouldn't make sense, would it? But looking at it, it looks like there's a high possibility that I took most of the purple off that area and didn't even realize it. I wish I could find my little brush. Goodness me. These big brushes are just, they're not where it's at when it comes to putting these powders on. I have an entire bag of small brushes I bought somewhere. Okay, so we fiddle-faddled around with that those chrome powders long enough that this is cured enough to demold. Oh yeah, she's gonna love it. It looks pink, more pink on screen than it actually is. It is a very pale purple. She's gonna adore it. I love the texture to the box. It's so cool. Yeah, I think when I make one of these in resin with the bow, yeah, I think I got an idea for it that'll look really cute. It'll be tedious, but it'll be cute. We'll go ahead and get the lid demolded. Yeah. I won't use ceramic resin in this one very often, probably until I'm ready to just chuck it, because then it'll be burned out from the epoxy to where it's not really shiny anymore, but I don't want to dull the shine right off the top and ruin it for epoxy. I'll flip that upside down and let it finish drying. It takes 24 hours for it to dry. And yeah, I can see now I actually did wipe some of that purple off, and how I missed putting... Oh, I don't know how I missed that. Goodness me. Well, oops. My bad. I'm old, y'all. Give me a break. Get a little bit of water in here. Get it stirred up. I'm just going to leave this plain white because it either is or it isn't, right? I mean, either this chrome powder is going to come out of the mold or it's not. But either way. Now, in hindsight, I have a small, round, yep, that's it, silicone pad that goes like on my little turner table. Hindsight being, I will probably make sure I center these pieces that I'm sticking to the lids on that, and then using that as a guide to get my lid centered, because I don't exactly get it right where it needs to be on this lid. Yeah, kind of disappointing. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get it demolded. My biggest fear is those little thin pieces for the carriage down there. It's supposed to be, I guess, the wheels, if I remember what it looks like. I'm terrified those are not going to come out. I'm afraid I'm going to go to peel that pumpkin off and those pieces are just going to break off. Because Lord knows, when it comes to casting resin, the thinner it is. I mean, that little sleigh that a lot of us at least a few of us were doing around Christmas time. Pouring that in the casting resin, the runners, the blades for the sleigh. Every time you went to demold it, if you did it with casting resin, it would snap off. So I really don't hold much hope, because this is way thinner than that. Way thinner. But we'll see. We will see. My new addiction is a survival show. It's homesteading in Canada. I guess they stay a whole year, or they filmed over a year or something. I'm not sure. But they started close to wintertime, so oof. Oof. We're going to get this poured, and I'm going to take the side. I'm going to stretch these out first and see if I can get the stuff to leak in there, and no bueno. It went into some of it, but it was easier just to push it across the top with my stick and get it to kind of fall down in there, if that makes sense. Excuse me. Get that wiped off some there. Oh yeah, there it is. There's that mess that I've been trying to avoid all night. We knew it was going to show back up. Goodness me. I'm just going to take this Q-tip and gently pull it. Just get it pulled around through those little intricate parts. I don't know why. I already know they're more than likely not going to come out of there, but, you know, gotta say that I tried everything, right? Just a little bit more poured on there. Got one little spot over here that the resin is just not going into. And yeah, let's clean some of this up here. Oh, boy, this silicone sticks to this silicone and doesn't want to move. Okay, we're just going to get a little bit of this wiped up so I can see what I'm doing here. Pour just a little bit more in there. I just want to make sure there's enough for it to get a good grip on this lid when I flip it over on it. And there we go. We're going to let it cure up, and then once that's done, and I can't move it, so it's got to stay right where it is. I can adjust it. Hopefully I got it where I wanted it. We'll see in just a minute, so we will be back. Okay, we're back. I let it sit for probably about an hour and 15 minutes, just to make sure it was cured. But yeah. Remember what I told you about those little curly pieces at the bottom being so thin? Well, I think you can see it. They actually stayed, you guys. I'm just trying to clean some of the mess up from around it where a little bit of it had a little overspill. And I do still have quite a bit of cleanup, but the little curly pieces stayed, you guys. I'm so excited for that because there's no way if I would have just poured that and then tried to peel it out of there that those little round pieces, there's just no way those little round pieces would have. I'm sorry, I blew that right in your guys' face, didn't I? I apologize. Oh, but I am so happy. Oh, like I said, in hindsight, I will use the round silicone mat for, it's just small, like 5 inches. But I will use that in the future to help guide where I'm putting things, because it's just not centered where I want it. So I'm going to have to find something to put down in the bottom so it's not just an empty space, you know. And she don't know who Cinderella is. The child just detests, absolutely detests Disney. So I'm just going to tell her it's a fantasy carriage. Oh, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, some of the green did bleed underneath the chrome. I'm going to have to figure out why that happens. Maybe you can't use it like chameleons. Maybe you really do have to be precise as to where you put it. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, you can see, oh my goodness, you guys, I can't believe those pieces came out. Oh, just, yes, please. Now, you know, if you have a thin piece on a mold, stick it to something else, it'll come out. Oh, I could not be happier that that turned out the way it did. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you like it? No? Should we move on from doing this stuff? Because I'm really having fun with it. Like I said, I bought a bunch of different molds that I can do this style thing with. We're definitely going to try it in epoxy, though. At least once. I don't want to drive you guys insane putting out repetitious content. That's terrible. I know. And, yeah, just found my little tiny brush that I've been hunting for a month. But let me drop a comment below. Let me know. What do you guys think? I'm going to do cleanup on this thing. There's not much left, but yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm over the moon. I will probably repaint the carriage before I send it out to her. Well, I will repaint it. But yeah, I like it. I'm a little happy with it, y'all. I'm so excited over those little curly pieces coming out. Oh my god. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Drop a comment below. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. It means the world to me, those of you who continuously return. Yeah, you can see my brain is steadily just thinking. I was looking for a little, trying to figure out where I put my little sandpapers on a stick, and I have no idea. I know I have some. But I am going to go fiddle with this thing some more. Do some more cleanup on it. I'm going to let it cure for 24 hours so I can paint it and seal it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.